Hello guys, today is day 3 of the Flats and Handwashing challenge. So far everything's going great, and today's topic is what is my favorite fold? So here's my favorite folds. So the primary fold I use for my son during the daytime is a modified pad fold. What's one lovely thing about using flat diapers is the ability to modify all of the flats folds to accommodate your child. So in my case, my son is long, and so in order to accommodate for his length, he needs extra rise, and so I only fold it up almost all the way. I leave about like maybe 3 inches in the back before I fold over again. And in this case, instead of a standard pad fold, I kind of angle it like so that it goes towards the back. He gets plenty of absorbency in the front. The thinner side that we left is in the back. He gets his absorbency in the front. I always flip it over and put it this way in the diaper so that if he has a bowel movement, it's not stuck into any creases or anything. So what I do is I fold them like so, and then I just stack them like this. So when I need to put a new diaper in, I can just unfold it this way, lay it right in the cover. Actually, I don't even unfold it. I lay it in the cover and then I unfold it. So it makes it really easy for diaper changes. Now for my son for overnight, he needs at least 2 flats to make it through the night. Unfortunately, he's not such a ridiculous heavy wetter anymore that 2 flats is enough to get him through the night. So for him, I like to do a modified mini kite fold. It's been my favorite fold since he was an infant, and in which case, what I do is I start off like I would with a mini kite fold by folding in the corners, except instead of folding in the back corners all the way, I fold them in only a tiny bit. It's just to help really create my tabs, and you'll see in a moment. So I bring in these sides like I would with a mini kite fold to create a sort of kite shape. I fold down the back. There's my tabs. Thinnest part is in the back, which is pretty nice, and then I bring the front up. I love the mini kite fold for my son because of how many layers it puts up front here. But because he needs 2 flats, what I then do is I take one of my modified pad folds and I lay that right on top. And so he uses 2 flats at night, and this is his overnight diaper. What's awesome is that there is tons of absorbency in the front. Besides being a boy, he's also a tummy sleeper, so he needs that absorbency there. And it keeps the back thin, and it disperses the material so that when I actually put this on him, it's not incredibly super bulky. It really isn't, because a lot of it's pretty well dispersed. It's not all in the center. Like 2 padded folded diapers would be really, really bulky in the middle. This diaper's still a little bit damp from me hand washing it, because with only 3 covers, I have to hand wash as I go. And my son can honestly use this diaper on the middle rise setting, snap down to here, but it's most comfortable around his legs for him because of this exposed elastic for him to have it all the way out. However, when it's comfortable in the legs, when you put a pad folded flat in there, anybody who's used them before knows that sometimes they can bunch down. They get wet and then they kind of gather down into the center of the diaper, and you go take the diaper off and it's not even up here anymore, it's all sagged. To prevent sagging, I snap the middle snap down. Just the middle snap. That leaves him plenty of comfy room for his legs, but it cinches the center. Sometimes I've even, if I use something thinner like a flour sack towel, I'll snap it down even more. It really cinches up the center and really helps hold that flat in place, and I mean, it really helps prevent that drooping from happening. When I do this trick, no drooping. And then of course then all I have to do is unsnap it for his overnight diaper because he needs that room for the extra diaper. Couple little tidbits I wanted to add. One, it's extremely helpful to pre-fold and stack your flats all at once so that when you're doing a diaper change, you don't have to sit there and juggle a twitching baby and try to fold a diaper all at the same time. From experience, I've never had much luck with that. Another thing I wanted to add, I don't know if any of you have had this problem, but my son, when he likes to go to bed, likes to poop. And so, like I've said, I use a pad folded flat inside of a modified mini kite fold flat, and sometimes he'll poop when he goes to bed. It's just kind of like one of those unavoidable things. And since I'm not using liners in this challenge, one nice thing about doing this is that most of the time, since his stools, especially since his stools are mostly solid, it stays relatively contained. I usually try to fold this in such a way that this stays underneath, so that if he poops when he goes to bed, because most of the time he poops but he won't pee. So I'm not even kidding, he just poops. And so I can usually just take this out and lay a new one in and not have to change the entire thing and be like, oh, there goes 2 flats, you know, kind of thing. So that's one of that's just one of those things I felt like I wanted to add, just because he likes to poop at bedtime. Like, he will wait until he lays down. It don't matter when I put him to bed, he will wait until he is laying down and he will poop. He won't pee, he'll just poop. So that's one way I try to, since I don't have liners that I'm using, that's one way I try to cut back on flats. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to, you can subscribe to my channel, follow along, or you can even follow along on the Plum Bum Diapers Facebook page. The link to that is in the description box below. And Lord willing, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. How's the challenge going? How's the challenge going? Probably good.
I think so.
Why do you think so?
You say it's really easy.
Well, it's because it is really easy. Do you think it's really easy?
If I try it, I would.
Then why don't you do the flats challenge?
I don't know. I would help you.
You would help me? But why don't you do it?
I don't want to try to.
Why not?
I don't think I would actually want to.
I can show you.
Yeah.
You see, that's the problem. You didn't subscribe to my channel. I got you there.